Hey guys, it's Justin. It is currently May 15th, 2016, and I have 15 pocket knives, so I thought I'd show my collection. I kind of do collect. I just got back into it, so this is all my knives before really I'm going to start buying a few more. So I organized them into categories. Those two boxes at the top have a few in them, so I'll show those last. So we'll start out with these. These are just random knives. I got this one from my dad. This and that one were the first ones that I had. Let's let it focus. Come on. Well, it's not focusing, but it says Parts Association Incorporated, Cleveland, Atlanta, and I got this one from my dad. It has a small blade on it. I sharpened these up really well. These two blades are really sharp, and then it has a longer blade on it. So I had a belt case that I carried these two around when I was little. This one is very dull. It has a screwdriver and a can opener, a nail file with the cleaner on them, and a knife right there. It says trim on it. My camera doesn't want to focus today, but it says trim on it. Next, I'll go on to the multi-tools category. First, this one's by MultiQuest. And my family had a garage sale when I was little, and my dad's friend, family friend, gave my brother and I each a knife, and he gave me this one. They were both multi-tools, and the other one was bigger. I don't know what happened to it, but it has 10 tools, but it's the pliers aren't very good because they aren't springy, so you have to use both hands, and the tools are also on the inside, so if you want to get just the knife out, you'd have to open the pliers all the way up. But it has a blade, a Phillips screwdriver, a file, and a flathead. Then on the other side, it has a can opener and a mini screwdriver. And then whatever the heck this is, a bigger wide flathead screwdriver and scissors. Then another thing about these pliers is that when you close them, you have to adjust them so that they close properly. But okay, next is the Cabela's one. I'll do the other one last. I got this from Cabela's. It came with this case. My dad bought me an orange one and my brother a yellow one probably 5 years ago. But it's pretty nice. It does spring. So it's Cabela's right on it, which is a camping store. And then it has on one side a flashlight, which doesn't have batteries in it, but it works well if it does have fresh batteries in it. A saw or a serrated blade. Looks like a saw, because this is mostly a camping knife. A screwdriver and bottle opener. Pretty small screwdriver. And then a Phillips screwdriver as well as the blade. So when I go camping, I will bring this one I just really need to get around to getting those miniature batteries that go in the flashlight. But my last multi-tool, I'll keep this out. My last multi-tool is a Gerber vise. My dad ordered something, this guy sent him it, and he said, I'll just throw something extra in there. So, wow, now my camera's focusing. So he said, I'll just throw something extra in there, and he threw this in there, and I got it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So when we were camping, I kept saying to my dad, you need to sell that to me. And he said, if you don't lose it, I'll just give it to you. So it has a blade and just a normal one and a serrated blade. What I noticed about mine is that the way you tell which one is which is that this one has writing on it. It won't. Oh, there. Well, focus. It says pig on it. I don't know why. I watched a video on this knife and the guy didn't have it on his, so I don't know why it's on mine. But you can kind of see writing through there, and that's how I tell which one is the blade and which one's the saw. So it has that blade you saw, and then the serrated blade. Then it has a file, two-sided, so it has that so that the lines are going both ways, and it has just going that way, as well as the Phillips screwdriver on it. And then it has a mini screwdriver. A few of these tools are tough to open, but this is the main, I forgot to tell you, this is the main one that I carry around all the time. So I do use this one a lot, so it does loosen up. But I love this one. This is my favorite knife out of this collection. So yeah, a mini flathead screwdriver, and then a normal one. I was watching a video on this knife today, and I heard the guy say, because this is also a can opener with the flathead screwdriver, he said because of the can opener, it has this little dip in here, so if you were putting too much force on this, it probably would snap. So, but I don't use many of these tools but the blades. So, and then what's also cool is that it has a little bottle right there for bottle opener, a little saw for the serrated blade. So those are my multi-tools, the plier type ones. Let's go on to my mini Swiss Army knives. These were, I saw a picture, and I think these are like the original Swiss Army knives. Like, those are the Swiss Army knives you can find today, but these were the original ones, I think, with just the blade and then the file, scissors. Galoob is a company, I don't know why I got this. I think my brother found it and just gave it to me. But Galoob is a company that sells, I think, like piping or something, and my mom used to work there. So, but it has a blade on it and a file on it and scissors, as well as a toothpick and tweezers. Don't really fit in there. I don't know if they were meant to go there. I have this one. I don't know what the heck it says, but it is a cool color, but it keeps coming off, so I'm going to have to re-glue it with the same tools. The file, which I've seen this has like lines and then it's two-sided, so I'm guessing, because you know the only thing you'd have a file on for a knife is for nails, and I'm guessing maybe it's like what I was just doing. But in this one I lost the pieces to the toothpick and the tweezers. Seems like whenever I get a knife with that, then I lose them. I just got this one yesterday from my cousin. It says, let's see if it'll focus. There we go. GBC Physical Plant, which is Grace Bible College Physical Plant. My uncle is a mechanic there, I believe, and my cousin said he has a ton of these, so my cousin gave me one of them just because he said he could get a new one. So thankfully, I have both tools, the tweezers and the toothpick in it, and just the same tools as the other ones. So I'm gonna treat this one well because these two are kind of beat up. So. Okay, now moving on to, I'll scoot these out of the way, moving on to my normal Swiss Army knives. First I'll do this one. Okay, this one, you're not going to be able to see that, but it says Taylor & Son Incorporated. That was the name of my grandpa's company, and some company sent this to them, like, you know, as for free, and then if they want to, they can order more. And then I put this little thing here because it just says my hometown. That's where it was, so I didn't want to give that information out. It just has a corkscrew because it was free. They only put a corkscrew, a blade, which is good size, and then a can opener with a can opener with a screwdriver on it. So next I will do this one. This one I like a lot. If I wasn't carrying that one, I probably carry this one, and I'm gonna start like switching. But this just has a blade on it, no writing. Doesn't say anything on the blade, but stainless china. And but it has the blade on it. I'll show those later. Scissors, and then 2 bottle openers. I don't drink, so I don't know, but it has 2 different type of bottle openers like that for whatever, you kind of tell the difference for whatever they're used for. But then this one has a flathead on the top of it, and then this right here is really weird, but it's cool. Makes it look cool. And then a corkscrew for if you're a drinker, and a Phillips screwdriver, as well as a nail file with the nail cleaner on the end and a file. So I really like that one. Next is my last Swiss Army knife. I got this from my dad. I don't know how old it is, but it is missing the toothpick and the tweezers, and this is really loose, but I don't know, I just like it because it is a full one. You know, those are just mini ones, but this does have a lot on it. So yeah, that is really loose, but it has a Phillips, a whatever this is, I do not know what this is. That is not a blade, I can assure you, because it is so thick. I'm sure it is not, but it doesn't have anything on it. Just same thing as a blade, but it's not sharp. A flathead, nail file, cork, and whatever that is. If you know any of those 2 things, go ahead and comment below. And then it has the 2 different. That's weird. When I open this kind of got sturdier. That is weird. But then again, it has the 2 can openers, bottle openers. That's what I meant to say. The caps. And then the flathead on that one, as well as the scissors. When I was little, I can barely remember. I think I took these out. I was like, oh, I don't like those in there. Why would I do that? But I don't know why I did. And then it has the blade, very dull, but I don't carry this one around, so I just didn't bother to sharpen it. I might later. And then it has the Wicked saw. Not really yeah, it's mostly a saw. And then the last thing is a fish scaler with a hook disgorger. And then this, on other Swiss Army knives, I've seen these are like measuring, and you can't rulers, kind of mini rulers, but you can't really see it, but there's little marks on this going this way, and I'm thinking maybe it wore off, because I don't know how old this one is, but I'm sure it's at least like 20 years old. But there's my Swiss Army knives. Last are the ones like the lock blades, the ones that lock. This one was my great grandpa's, I believe, my dad's grandpa, and it says like Western right there, so I'm guessing that's the brand. Doesn't have any writing on it, but it's that really cool old plastic wood look where there's kind of holes in it. But if you can see, I'm sure you can't. Okay, it focused, but you can barely see right there. There's little raccoons on the blade. You might be able to see that right there. And I really scratched this blade. I don't know if this was me or my dad or my great grandpa, but it's all scratched up. So I don't use this one. I didn't bother to sharpen it. It's really, really, really dull, but it does lock, and it's just cool. And I'm sure it's really old, so I don't use it. So, and then it has the little lock thing right there. It's like on newer knives, the little thing they push in. So that one, and then this one is by Buck. It doesn't have anything on it, but it just says Buck right there, USA, and then like a number. Because I carry these around, I like carrying knives around, but I carry multi-tools around because I don't really tend to need a knife so much as just other tools. So I use this one for whittling just because it locks into place and it's a good blade. So I just tend to use it for whittling. Yeah, that's really it. Nothing special about this. It's nice. And then we go on to these up here. They're not special. They were just a set, so I put them up there. These are actually really, really cheap, like cheaply made. It's the same picture, the flag and this, just in reverse on the other side, flying that way. Yeah, flying that way. It's the same on both those knives. This is an eagle. And you might be able to tell, but this is plastic, so not glass or anything. You might expect that, but this is also plastic, and this is plastic. I think I got this from my grandma for my birthday one year, but I'm not sure, but it is cheap. They're cool just because it's a set, but, you know, they are kind of cheaply made, but they do lock. They're kind of nice for being plastic, but I don't use them, of course, just because they're mostly for collecting. And then this one has deer. I like this one more because of the deer picture. Yeah. Next is this Winchester set, 2007 limited edition. I got it when I was little. Trust me, I don't know if I lost the things in there. I don't know, but I sad to say I lost something in here. Just because I tend to lose stuff when I was little. But it did have a red thing in here that the knives went in, and a little pin. I'm sure I can buy the pin and maybe find the red thing, like on eBay. I'm sure I can find the pin, but I'm sure they still will be worth some money someday. I bought them because I'm sure they will be worth something, even with or without the case. But this one has, oh, they each have 3 blades on. But they don't. I don't know. But this one has 3 blades. Just collecting. I don't want to use these, but they are kind of different. This one's just straight, and this one curves. This one's longer. I don't know the names for blades, so. And then this one has 2 on it. I sliced my finger on that when I was little. It was not good. And it says Winchester on there. And then it has this knife, a little bit curved, so probably for a different use. Yeah. Yeah, when I was little, this is a long blade. I was trying to be like Dennis the Menace, and I was trying to poke holes in like peanut butter jars to keep frogs in and stuff. And it was like, I'm sure it was like this, and I was trying to push it in, and it went right on my pinky. I think it was my other hand, and it went, and I couldn't feel it, but I knew I did something. So then I think I looked up at my brother who was standing there, like, what did you do? And then I looked back down at my pinky. It was all bleeding. It was like right here, I think I hit it, and it was all bleeding. And I looked back up at him, and I went, ah, and I started crying. I think I was like 7, but these are cool. I'm glad I have them, at least. I'm sure they'll be worth something someday, but stuff like this and that one, I don't think I'm going to sell just because I like collecting pocket knives, so I think I just might keep them. But this one I got at a sale, like a garage sale almost, but a really big one at a business. And Anyways, I got it for $5, and I knew, just because my brother bought stuff and resold it on eBay, I knew that it would be worth something, just because I knew if I bought it that cheap, I could resell it. And I've looked it up before, and it is like, I'm sure this would be worth, if I fix this case up. It's kind of bad, and I need to glue that and this. If I fixed it up, I'm sure it would be worth like $25. But it says that, a really clear picture. This is real metal, this is plastic, and then real metal, just painted gold obviously, with plastic with printing on it. Says his date of birth and death. Same thing on the other side, but not the little target thing. Not target. So it's a really nice knife. I just sharpened it and kind of cleaned it up today. I just need to fix this up. So guys, that is the video of my knife collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting back into it, so I am planning on buying some newer knives, like the spring-assisted flip blades. But these are mostly old ones, collector's items, multi-tools. I don't have many of those, but I do like this. I tend to watch videos on YouTube of collections that are like older knives like this. I like them, but so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and subscribe and like this video. And if you know what the tools on that knife are called, go ahead and comment in the comments. If you have any questions on the knives, or you think I should make a review on one of the knives, go ahead and comment that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.